Mind Your Business. Hey, how is everybody doing? It's your boy Jason, the Architectober, and you are tuned into yet another episode of the Mind Your Business with the Architect Show. We are so excited for what we have planned for you all today because I'm telling you, it is about to be wonderfully fantastic. Yes, I said it, wonderfully fantastic. You can catch us here every single Tuesday from 1 to 2 p.m. the visual show. And then you can always catch the replay every Sunday night at 10 p.m. on Praise 107.9. But before we get started, we're going to have some announcements and we're going to see what events we've got going on. So I'll be back right after this. Take it away, Miss TK Overby.
Hey guys, y'all know what time it is. It's time for What to Do in Duval. This is the event segment of the show where we inform you what's happening in the city. First up, we've got AO Radio Show, a live interview this Thursday at 8:30 p.m. on Facebook Live, guest starring Jamaica Monet. Blue Skies Foundations and Authors in Arts presents a Survivors Sunday Dinner. Win Sunday, October 17th at 4 p.m. at the Majestic Event Complex. If you were a Survivor recipient ever in the past, please come out. We would love to have dinner with you. Blue Skies Foundation and Authors in Arts presents Authors in Art Holiday Edition. Please join us for some holiday cheer on November 9th at 6:30 p.m. at the beautiful Hilltop Restaurant. Tickets are $10 in advance, $15 at the door, and $10 meal tickets. Visit us at blueskiesfoundations.org/events. One Bridge Connect and Jack's Entrepreneurs and Leaders presents the official pop-up shop course, Realize the Reflection. Virtual and in-person courses are available. The in-person course is on November 7th from 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. at One Bridge Connect and Regency Square Mall. Tickets are just $25. If you are getting ready for the holiday season and popping up at all these vendors in Jacksonville and around the country, you want to be here. Tickets are just $25. Visit us at onebridgeconnect.com. Inspired Learning Center, in partnership with Blue Skies Foundation's Authors in Art, is back. They are now serving kindergarten through the 8th grade with academics, arts, and mentorship. Sessions are only starting at $25. Visit them at inspirelc.com. If you are interested in joining the Mind Your Business show as an event or announcement plug, an in-studio guest, a guest co-host, or a sponsorship for 1 month, contact us at jasonthearchitect.com.
Hello, Duval. It's your boy Jason, the Architectober, and you are tuned into another episode of the Mind Your Business with the Architect Show. As usual, you can catch us here each and every Tuesday from 1 to 2 p.m. for the Facebook Live show, and then you can always catch the replay every Sunday night at 10 p.m. Alrighty, guys, so if you are a friend and a fan of the show, you already know what time it is. Before we get this thing cracking, we are going to pay a couple of bills and listen to some music. You want to hear some sponsors, and then after that, you're going to hear one of my favorite songs called God Provides by Miss Tamala Mann. This goes out to each and every person out there who kind of doesn't know what to do, knowing that they need to do something. I'm encouraging myself this morning, and I'm encouraging you as well. So we will be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Today's show is sponsored by the Blue Skies Foundation. There's always blue skies ahead. If you are looking for a community that supports all types of survivors, please contact Blue Skies Foundations today. TK Overview Business Consulting is focused on building your brand and serving your business. If you need business development, marketing, social media management, or virtual personal assistance, contact TK Overview Business Consulting. ADQM Solutions. Always ready for change, able to adapt, but never too comfortable. If you are looking for a certified business coach to help take your business to the next level, contact ADQM today. One Bridge Connect, a mini mall within a mall, not a business incubator, but a business accelerator. Whether you are a customer or a member, it's a one-stop shop. Inspire Learning Center, an English language arts focused program that strives to bring out the best in students by blending academics, arts, and mentorship. To get inspired, contact Inspire Learning Center. Escape Restaurant. Be the special guest and enjoy Riverside global cuisine at Escape Restaurant. Dishes inspired by the South Pacific, Mediterranean, South Asia, Italy, and American homegrown cuisine. Escape the ordinary and contact the Escape Restaurant. If you are interested in joining the Mind Your Business show as an event or announcement plug, an in-studio guest, a guest co-host, or a sponsorship for 1 month, contact us at jasonthearchitect.com.
Alrighty, guys, so we are ready for the question of the day. The question of the day is always sponsored by the one and only ADQM Solutions. And the question of the day is, simply put, how's business? We thought that this would be fitting because how's business is just the equivalent of how are you doing? And you're so used to sometimes just saying, I'm fine, it's good, and you're really not fine, and you're really not good. So, how's business? We want you to start typing in your comments right in the comment box right now. In the spirit of being transparent, we want to know how's business. What's going good? What's not going so good? What can you work on? What do you need? All that kind of good stuff. Go ahead and start to flood the comments with how are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry, how's business? Because it's very important for the transparency to happen. Sometimes when we don't answer, honestly, we don't get what we need. But again, we're so used to saying fine and good that we forget it. So we're about to come back. So again, if you're watching, please start to put the comments. And I do see that some comments have already started to come in. Is that correct? Am I seeing it correctly? Oh, Miss Hill said, hey, Nikki.
That's my mommy.
That's your mommy.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, mommy. Thanks for joining the show. I see you guys are already in the studio with us. I see you, Miss Ebony, Puff Mistress, the one and only Miss Confidence Queen. How you doing out there? Miss Pie Wilkerson,
hey, Pie.
the one and only. Everybody said the same thing. Hey, Pie. Of course, we got the one and only Miss Nikki in the room. Hello again, Miss Gail Hill. Thank you for joining. If you are in the room, please, number one, let us know that you're in the room. Say hello. Say how you doing so that we can acknowledge your presence. And also, please like, comment, and share this video so that we can get it out to as many people as we possibly can. Because I promise you, what we have in store today, everybody's going to want to hear and know what we are going to be talking about. Again, share. The question of the day is how's business? Just simply how's business? And this is a time for us to be transparent. And I'm gonna speak from my own self, okay? I'm so used to saying I'm okay. I'm so used to appearing to be okay. I'm so used to saying, don't let them see you down, Jay. I'm so used to having that hat on. I wear a lot of hats, but I wear that hat the most.
Right.
Like, and I'm always, because somebody's looking at you, somebody's watching you, they're looking at you to be strong. But what about the person who's looking for you not to be so strong that they're going to gain the strength from? So again, type in your question, type in your answers. I mean, how's business? Ebony, Miss Puff Mistress, I see you, girl. We're gonna get to your comment as soon as we get back to the show. But please start to flood this post with your comments. Pot, how's business, girl? Stop playing. Put something in there. I was about to say Tiff, but Tiffany always does. Um, so yeah. So don't forget to put your comments in there. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on the page and everything. I am about to go ahead and get it started. Y'all know I can't never hold my peace. I got to get it going. I need to get it going. So let's go ahead and get it going right now. Hey everybody, what's up, Duval? This is Jason, the Architect Tolbert, and you are tuned in to another episode of the Mind Your Business with the Architect Show, where we aim to plug small businesses into Jacksonville, then Jacksonville right back into its small businesses. We are so excited to have one of a really good friend of mine, and one just an awesome lady just in general within our community. She does so much. I want to tell her story for her and tell everything that she's got going on, but I'm gonna let her do that. Put your hands together for the one and only Miss Nikki Carswell with Silent Women Speaking Foundation Inc. How are you, Nikki?
I am great. How are you, Jay?
I am wonderful, and I'm even more wonderful because you're in the room with us on today.
Thank you.
So before we get it going or anything like that, I want you to plug yourself while you're here. Name your business, events, all that kind of good stuff. Plug yourself. What's going on with you?
Oh, a lot.
Woo, I know that. Woo, and a lot of.
I'm doing good. I'm awesome. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for the opportunity just coming in, be able to tell my story, to reach the community. So I'm very thankful.
Oh, it's no sweat off of our backs, and we just, like I said, we just aim to plug small businesses into Jacksonville, and then Jacksonville right back into its small businesses. And you've got some powerful things going on. I follow you, I watch you. Might not like, might not comment, but definitely keeping an eye on you. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy to even say that I know you or know somebody this dope who's doing something this awesome in the community, because please don't count it like it's nothing, because I promise you, you're making more of an impact than you will ever be able to know.
Right.
So what is Silent Women Speaking Foundation? What do you got coming up? What's going on?
Silent Women Speaking Foundation is a safe haven for moms who've lost their kids to gun violence. More of right now is I've been reaching a lot of moms just with trauma. So I started off with gun violence, but the Lord kind of transitioned to maybe just trauma, because I don't want to turn any moms down who wants that help, who wants to adapt. I don't use the word healing for them a lot, because healing is hard for them for heal,
right?
Because me personally, I never lost a child, so this goes back to God just gave me this vision to do for them, because in the community we have so many moms that are dealing with grief and hurt, and by me working with kids and mentoring, I have a lot of my kids that have lost their brothers and sisters to gun violence. So it makes it hard for us mentors to try to help them, if they don't have that balance at home, and the balance comes from moms and dads. And sometimes I have more moms that's hurting due to losing a child. So for me, my God gave me this vision, and I just really started the vision in April. Like, really? I just got this vision. Like, yeah, I was sitting at 10-minute table, and we was talking. I said, I'm gonna do a brunch for a couple of mothers who lost their kids to gun violence. And she was like, do it. But in my mind, I'm like, I was saying, God, are you preparing me? Like, I don't want to kind of do this. And it was me just stepping out on faith, just going with it. I had 45 moms showed up, and I didn't know none of those moms.
Wow, that is awesome. And the way you're moving, you and the team, you would think that you guys have been going much. Well, I thought you were going much longer than a couple months or so. So shout out to you, shout out to your team, shout out to your vision. And I even encourage you to watch it even expand and develop even more, because that's one thing about God. You never know the full manifestation Your job is to just simply say okay,
Yeah.
simply say yes, and be obedient,
Right.
and watch him open it up in a way that you would have never imagined it being.
And that's what it's doing. Because I have, and it's funny, I tell people right now, I feel like I'm walking on water.
Yeah.
Literally, because I don't know what's the next move. I don't know. And everything costs. So when you're doing these events and you want to honor certain people, you don't expect these people to pay.
Right.
So I'm just walking on faith and walking with God just to know that I'm trusting the process to be able to do this for our community because it's needed.
Amen.
It's needed.
And I want to encourage you to even trust the process when you can't see nothing.
Yeah, because I can't see it.
Yeah.
It's too big.
Yeah.
And it's scary.
Yeah. And I'm even in the I don't know what to do next. They talk about me over there. I'm uncertain about whatever. If trust, you have to trust when it looks good and when it doesn't look good.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah. So when you can't trace it, I still need you to trust it. Okay.
Because even me planning this, it didn't look good. I was like, I'm not prepared for this.
Wow.
So me just trusting God and trusting the process is coming.
I got you. And it is coming.
Yeah.
It's always coming. Yeah. Especially when you're following the purpose and not you. Yeah. And not what you know what I'm saying? When you know the purpose, you know the goal, it hits a little different.
Right.
That walk becomes a little different. That commitment becomes a little different.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about the question of the day. I'm trying to decide, do I want to take the comments from the fan comments, or do I want to ask Nikki straight out? I don't know what to do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and ask you, Nikki.
Okay, let's go.
And in the spirit of being transparent, and I'm not saying embarrass yourself or anything like that. How's business?
Hard.
Yes.
It's hard. It's hard because when you're passionate about something that you really, really want to do, and sometimes when you're building a team, everyone don't have that same passion. Yeah. And you learn how to adapt to your business. You learn how to move because certain things it just has to continue.
Yes.
With team and I.
Yes.
So when you really ask people how you doing and they really say fine, sometimes, like for me, not fine.
Right.
At all.
Right.
But I know that again, when we wear the hats, we have to be strong because you never know who's watching you.
Right.
You never know who's looking up to you. So for me, I've learned balance. So once I start healing my own self from balance, it's kind of easier now to say, okay, get up, Nikki, let's go. Even if that person's not here to help me, even this person say they're going to help, but they don't show up like they should, I still have to do it because again, I'm moving on a mission and it's a vision, and God's going to place some people here to help me, but that's not going to be that whole season for me. And I used to question that. So that's when I'm like, oh, I'm good, because I'm thinking I got a team and we good. But when I go back to the drawing board, I'm like, I'm not good. Because now I got to do this, I said, somebody said it was going to do this. They didn't show up for that. So it's like, now I'm not good. Now I want to quit. Because it make you want to quit.
Girl.
You know what I mean? It make you just want to be like, I'm not doing it. But it goes back to my test. If I quit, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Because he blessed me to see the vision, to walk it. But if I think about I'm not good today, or I don't feel like it today, or I don't want to do it today, I may miss a blessing in the process.
That's good.
So I have to, for me, just balance.
I feel you.
I have to be balanced, and if I'm not balanced, it's going to take you up or take you down.
Yeah. And if you ain't balanced, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the second one. It's going to be the down and not the up.
Yeah.
I appreciate your transparency. I feel like I'm right in the same space as you are. I could not have said it a better way.
It's deep.
It is. And you don't, if you've never been on this side of things, I imagine it would be very, very hard for you to understand where this is coming from.
If you're not passionate about
that's the passion. It's the purpose. The reason why you started, the reason why I started, the reason why we start, it usually is always greater than us.
It is.
And even in that same vein, because you started with it being greater than you. You can't end it just because of you.
Yeah.
It's bigger than just you. And I don't mean have that drive you insane or have you paranoid with that idea, but that's a very, very, very true statement that it is absolutely bigger than me. Especially with kind of what you do and what I do with the nonprofit, or just who I am in general. I just love helping people. I love to see people come up. It just comes out in the form of total mental agency. It just comes out in the form of, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what I do, I'm a community activist. I'm a pusher. I'm an encourager. You can do it. It
can get done.
Yeah.
It can get done.
It will get done. If you're attached to the purpose and you're not letting the pain trump the purpose, you know? Do we have some fan comments or okay? So we've got some fan comments, y'all. Apparently, this was a good one because I see the comments. I see the first comment is coming from Miss Ebony. Her comment says, "I'm having a problem with balance. I'm having a problem with balance. I had to force myself to stop yesterday and organize my house. Separating my personal from my business is definitely something that I'm working on." Puff, Ebony, you are absolutely correct. And sometimes it takes that moment. See, the blessing is, though, that you recognize it.
Yeah.
Because once you recognize something, you can do something about it. If you never recognize it, you're in a whole world of trouble.
You're going to keep running in circles.
And you're not going to know why you're running in circles. Yeah. So shout out to Ebony. I appreciate that comment.
Now, balance, girl, you can do it.
And you can do it. And look, I know you.
Yeah.
You don't do it.
Yeah.
But you have a choice.
You have a choice.
Yeah. Because it's attached to your purpose as well.
Right.
Tiffany says, business is going in the right direction. My business is not where I want it to be. I need more clients. I need to end in the black this year. I need some interns, employees, and corporate contracts. Look,
let me tell you too.
Let the church say amen because
that is so wrong.
It is.
And you know what? And it's funny because in our season we want these things, but I'm learning that God is going to place the right people for us. Sometimes they come and go because we want. Like we want this, we want that. Yeah. So He brings certain people, but it's only temporary. Yeah. But the people that's going to be for us is going to come in the right place at the right time.
Yes. I tell everybody, my clients, even just anybody I just come in contact with, it's like you're on a journey and you're walking and you're traveling by whatever mode of transportation. But as you keep going, there are things on the side of the road.
Yeah.
There are people on the side of the road. And if you just keep going, you will get to those people, to those funds, to those resources, to those connections, to those partnerships, to all of those type of things. But you got to keep going. It looks like balance is just a resounding thing today. Miss Potts says, balance and boundaries is what I'm working on now, and not overwhelming myself with things that don't align with my business or purpose. It's a struggle from time to time, but definitely worth it.
Yeah.
That's a whole lot for.
You have to know, like you said, even align, because everything don't align with your business.
Yes.
So it goes back to your vision. It goes back to what you're passionate about. It goes back to a lot of that. So, and I know sometimes for me, we can jump on different things that don't align to our business. And now I'm over here doing something totally different. What my vision is, even though I want to help, but that's not my calling.
Yes.
So sometimes we have to recognize what our calling is and what our purpose is. Because now, Pat, that's some good stuff.
That's
boundaries.
Yes. Boundaries and balance.
And learn to say no.
And because when you're a helper, when you are an encourager, you are a motivator, it's just in you to want to help
everybody.
And number one, you're not God, so you can't ever help everybody. I don't care how much you try.
You're gonna be everywhere.
And when you have that heart, by you saying no to something doesn't make you a bad person.
It doesn't.
You're just channeling it in a way that is going to maximize your success when you align yourself with other people, other events, other businesses who are kind of aligned with what you're doing. So shout out to you, Pi. I appreciate your comment. Big Mama Lane, she's back, y'all. I'm not going to tell her story. She's going to be here in a moment. Well, in a couple more episodes, so she can tell her own story. I just want to shout her out. I love you, Big Mama's Cater. I love you, love you, love you. I see you, Mr. Curry, in the building. Pa says, I'm very proud of you, Nikki, and the work she does in the community. She knows I support her and love how driven she is and how she cares about these women she has never even met. That's why you know it's bigger than you.
Yeah. That's a scary part.
And you can't even think about it really.
Yeah,
Because if you think about it, you're gonna talk yourself out of it.
Yeah.
You just keep going. You know God
Yeah.
has told you to do this, and it's
That's
like
all I'm doing.
when Peter was walking on the water, like he could not look right or left. And the moment that he took his eyes off and unfocused, that's when he fell in the water.
Yeah.
While you talking about you walking on water, that's your message. Girl,
Yeah.
keep focused.
Keep focused.
Or you gonna look.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm losing.
Yeah, I got you. Miss Gail, she says, wait, the Mind Your Business show. That's me. It says, comment and share with us, y'all. How's business? Put your comments right in the comment box, and we will absolutely engage with you and read your comments. The next comment is coming from Miss Gail. She says, you have allowed God's will to become his will. God is amazing. God is glorified through your work, and I thank him. Your work will get done.
I receive.
That's from your mama. Thank you, mama. We love you. We appreciate you. Look, don't forget to go ahead and just hit that subscribe and that like button on this page so that you can always catch up with the show. Autumn, Miss ADQM, which is our sponsor and just our all-around everything. They call it the plug, y'all. So she says, not everybody will answer this honestly, and that's okay. The answer comes in realizing just that. That's a whole mouthful. Yeah. A whole mouthful. Absolutely. Just that alone. Absolutely. Tiffany, she says, balance is an issue for me too. My house responsibilities get neglected too often because I'm always working. I've got to find the balance for the sake of my husband, daughter, home, and self. Yeah. Absolutely. Nikki and I were just talking off the air before we started, and if you're not 100%, you're giving to somebody half of you, a piece of you, which doesn't even have a recipe for full success because you never started off whole. Yeah. You only started off with a fragment, with a piece, with a portion of fraction. So absolutely, Tiffany, balance is key. And to me, only time will tell. Only time will allow you to see what balance truly looks like. Because balance for you might not look like balance for me, just based on what all I have in my plate, in my bowl, in my life. So don't look at other people balancing and say, they're not doing such a good job, or even I can do that, because you don't know what all they have on their plate. That's why you can take your mouth off of people. Stop judging people. Stop having an opinion about people, because that same opinion that you have about them, I promise you, somebody's got it about you. And just like that that's not the truth, they know that that's not the truth when you have that opinion about them as well. We got another comment from Miss Jackson. She says, business in Jacksonville is tough and cliquish. Uh-oh. That's a hush falls over the room. Look, yeah, hey, I'm right. I'm with you when you're right. Sometimes it can.
It's sad.
And I'm going to just go ahead and...
keep it real.
Yeah, I'm going to have to just be transparent, since that's what the show is about. Even when Nikki and I met, we met back in during Juneteenth, and I'm just gonna say it. Can I say it?
Too. I'll say it, please. So,
her and I met for Juneteenth, and I came to meet with her about one thing. And Autumn, you know how this goes. I met with her about one thing, and by the time we ended, we had a 3-day program of what we were going to do. Not only that, but I think it was happening in 2 weeks? Yeah. Less than 2 weeks? So I'm literally in that meeting. I'm calling DJs, I'm calling vendors, I'm calling performers, I'm calling everybody that's got anything.
And everybody answered, and everybody said yes.
And everybody answered, and everybody said yes. Thank God for a good reputation for that out. But even in that moment, people were saying, and in their minds, they were trying to be my friend and protect me. just be careful. She all over the place, or just saying whatever it was out their mouth. That's why I say keep your mouth off of people, because you don't know, and you don't even know what she was probably going through in that moment. But I could have let that absolutely ruin the great relationship and the future business ventures that we have together if I let that affect me or stop me. But I am a true believer in, I don't care who said what about whom. If they ain't did it to me, I ain't got no problem with it. Now, until they do it to me, that's when I'll start believing the hype of what you're saying. But even in that, I brought that up because she said it's cliquish. Sometimes it is cliquish. I don't know if they was, really trying to be my friend or saying, hey, don't go over there, stay in my clique. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea. There's another comment from Ms. Jackson. She said, realizing that it's tough to provide for a community that wants help but doesn't want to be actively involved. Definitely building a strong relationship with the community is also tough. I absolutely agree.
I agree.
But it is tough, don't get me wrong. But that purpose has to trump that.
Yeah.
Your passion has to, that can't be the end all. That can't be how the story ends because the community won't cooperate. Right. I quit. Yeah. That cannot be the end of the story because it was bigger than you to begin with. Attach yourself to the purpose, and I promise you, even through it all, you're going to cry, you're going to get mad, you're going to fight, you're going to want to quit, you're going to go back to the drawing board, you're going to go back to the drawing board 16 million times, you're going to hire this one, fire that one. Make this event, quit that. It's going to happen. But that purpose, you got to keep the purpose and the goal in mind. You absolutely have to. Miss Puff Mistress, the one and only Miss Confidence Queen, said, woo child, that's a word. Alignment and boundaries. That no word is hard for me. But I learned a valuable lesson recently that made me refocus and understand that it's okay to be self-serving and not overextending yourself to others while still being able to help with limits. Absolutely. Just because I tell you no doesn't mean I'm a bad person. All I'm saying is that I got 3 other projects going on, and if I say yes to you, it was not y'all, it was me. So thank you, Miss Confidence Queen, for that comment. Miss Sabrina Boyley said, hey, Nikki.
Hey, Auntie.
Auntie B says hello.
You all got to say Auntie J.
Look, okay. So Miss Sabrina, look, you can inbox me so you can be one of the guests on the show as well. I think that's all the fan comments, and we're going to wrap up that portion of the day. But I really do want you to ask yourself this question and be honest with yourself. And then when you be honest with yourself, try to come up with a solution. How's business? We are now going to go ahead and pay some more bills. You're going to hear some sponsors, and then the next song that you will hear is another encouraging song. This is a song that I have had to put on repeat, and I mean repeat for months at a time. Come from my girl. I love her so much. The one and only Miss Jacqueline Carr. You will win. We'll be right back after these sponsors.
Definitely.
Wow.
Today's show is sponsored by the Blue Skies Foundation. There's always blue skies ahead. If you are looking for a community that supports all types of survivors, please contact Blue Skies Foundations today. TK Overby Business Consulting is focused on building your brand and serving your business. If you need business development, marketing, social media management, or virtual personal assistance, contact TK Overby Business Consulting. ADQM Solutions LLC, always be ready for change, able to adapt, but never too comfortable. If you are looking for a certified business coach to help take your business to the next level, contact ADQM today. One Bridge Connect, a mini mall within a mall, not a business incubator, but a business accelerator. Whether you are a customer or member, it is a one-stop shop. By the South Pacific, Mediterranean, South Asia, Italy, and American homegrown cuisine. Escape the ordinary and contact the Escape Restaurant. And it is time for What to Do in Duval. This is the event segment of the show where we inform you what's happening in the city. First up, AO Radio Show's live interview is this Thursday, September 30th at 8:30 p.m. on Facebook Live at AO Radio on Facebook, guest starring Jamaica Monet. The Blue Skies Foundation and Authors and Arts presents a Survivors Sunday Dinner, October 17th at 4 p.m. at the Majestic Event Complex. If you've ever been a survivor awarded at the gala, this dinner is for you. We want to see you there. Blue Skies Foundation and Authors and Arts presents the Holiday Edition. Please join us for some holiday cheer on November 9th at 6:30 p.m. at the Hilltop Restaurant. Tickets are $10 in advance, $15 at the door, and $10 meal tickets. You can visit us at blueskiesfoundations.org/events. OneBridge Connect and Jack's Entrepreneurs and Leaders presents the official pop-up shop course, Realize the Reflection. We will have virtual and in-person courses. The in-person course will be at the beautiful OneBridge Connect in Regency Square Mall on November 7th at 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. For tickets and registration, visit us at onebridgeconnect.com. Tickets are only $25. Inspire Learning Center, in partnership with Blue Skies Foundation's Authors and Art, is back. They are now serving kindergarten through 8th grade with academics, arts, and mentorships. They have sessions just starting at $25 per session. Contact them at inspirelc.com. And if you are interested in joining the Mind Your Business show as an event and announcement plug, or an in-studio guest, or a guest co-host, or a sponsorship for 1 month, contact us at jasonthearchitect.com.
Alrighty, guys, as we continue playing the song for the radio side of things, we are about to jump into our next portion of the day. The next portion of the day is going to be our topic of the day. And the topic of the day is, what do you do when you have lost your motivation? It comes and goes. We get in spaces where we can't, it's hard for us to come out of and don't even recognize sometimes that we're in. But we want to know, what do you do when you have lost your motivation? Go ahead and flood the comments. And of course, the topic of the day is always brought to you by the one and the only Miss TK Overby Business Consulting. The topic of the day is, what do you do when you have lost your motivation? Please flood the comments. If you're just now joining, not tuning in, please say hello. Please let us know you're in the room. Big Mama Lane, I see you, girl. I love you too. We love you right on back. Ms. Gail Hill, we thank you for your encouraging words. And we're about to go ahead and head back to the radio side of things. I'm going to go ahead and take the volume down really quickly so that we can get that going. Hey, how y'all doing? Duval! It's your boy, Jason the Architect Tober, and you are tuned into another episode of the Mind Your Business with the Architect Show, where we aim to plug small businesses into Jacksonville, then Jacksonville right back into small businesses. As usual, you can catch us here each and every Tuesday from 1 to 2 p.m. for the live show on Facebook, and then you can always catch the replay every Sunday night at 10 p.m. So before we left from commercial break, we were asking everybody how's business. So again, thank you for your comments. And if you still want to, still feel free to answer that question in the comment box. But we are going to move on to the topic of the day. We have in here with the one and only, the infamous, the fabulous, the wonderful Miss Nikki Carswell with Silent Women Speaking Foundation Incorporated. And it's just been a good old show, right?
Yes, it has. It definitely has.
I'm praying that somebody is being healed, touched, gratified, something. Yes. I know I am. Lord knows I need it. So I'm even thankful for the show's topic on the day. But we're going to go ahead and get started with the topic of the day. What do you do when you have lost your motivation? I never do this, but I think I want to talk first.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, my good Lord, have mercy, Jesus. I am just at a space, and I thank God, I truly thank God for my team, who are really my friends and my accountability partners, and my family as well. Um, I'm just in a space, y'all. I'm in a space in my life where I just gotta trust God. I don't see it. Most times I don't feel it. Um, but as I was saying earlier to Nikki, you can't say you trust the process, but then when something hard comes up, you jump ship, because that's not trusting the process. That's really trusting yourself. So then you got to stay on the road. And I was talking to my friend the other day, and I mean, I was boo hoo crying. Again, shout out to everybody who's got put in my life that I can feel comfortable venting to and getting this stuff out of me that's inside of me. But I was telling him, I said, look, I don't have the luxury. Like some people can go through things and they can stop. Yeah. They can literally say, you know what, I quit for 3 months. Yeah. I need to take a break. I'm really not in that space where I can do that. So I've got to lick my wounds as I'm walking to the next destination. I've got to encourage myself as I'm thinking of the next event. I've got to, encourage myself as I'm headed to the next public speaking engagement. And it's hard sometimes, y'all. And this week has been probably one of the toughest weeks that I would say I've had in a long time. I had to tell myself, Jay, you are not Superman. Yep. You are going through something that is going to require your attention. It's going to require you to not be what you think everybody needs you to be. You're going to have to deal with this thing head on. And that's hard for me because I I don't want to be in that space. I want to be okay. Yeah. I got stuff coming up that I have to be okay for. And to hear my team like Jay, yeah, you might need to fall back because you got to heal. It hurts my heart to even think of having to do that. But it's so real. It's so true. I do feel like I lost a lot of my motivation based on the things that I'm going through. However, I know a guy who sits high and he always looks low, and he always looks out for me, even when I don't see him and I don't feel it, even when it's pitch black. At some point, he turns the light on or he gives me a glimpse, and he ultimately is God. And he ultimately sends people my way. Sends I mean, it's crazy to think. Even I look at the blessings that he's bestowing on me, even in this moment, even in the space of my life, it's like he's showing me, yeah, you're not out of this, but I still got you. And I got to show you that I got you. I just can't show you in this space. I can only do it here. So I got you. You keep going and you keep doing what you do. So many people, for whatever reason, just out the clear blue have been telling me, Jay, I just got to call you. I mean, strangers. I just had to call you and let you know that what you're doing matters. And people are watching. And I know you don't see it all the time, but the people are being healed and they're being helped. So I'm asking you from a stranger to please keep going and to please not stop. They don't even know what I'm dealing with or going through personally. But God knows just what I need for me to just say, okay, Lord, I can hang on just one more day. Tomorrow I might need another something, but I'm worried about that when I get there. But for right now, I thank you for what you gave to me now in this moment. So what do I do when I lost my motivation? Sometimes I don't do anything, and my team will tell you I didn't do anything this week, y'all. I didn't do anything. Like I feel like I failed them. I failed myself. I did not do anything, but that's not the proper way. I don't think to handle when you don't feel your motivation. What I should have done was say, "Hey, somebody, one of y'all, right now ain't my time. Come over, or I'm coming over, or not even that. Pray for me. Just you know what I'm saying? Opening up your mouth and saying how you feel. But then you need some people who you feel comfortable saying how you feel too. Because some people don't have that. I can keep going about this. Sorry, y'all. I can keep going about this on and on and on. But I'm gonna throw the ball to you, Nikki. What do you do, or how do you feel about when you lost your motivation?
Pray. That's all you can do. Pray, because even sometimes when you lose your motivation and you're looking for other people to come in and fill that void, it's still not going to be what you need. Because at the end of the day, God, once again, God's going to send those right people. And sometimes for me, even me going through this with my silent women speaking, me not knowing my moms, not knowing what to expect, not knowing what to say sometimes, not knowing what to do. And sometimes I lose my motivation just by working, just want to keep going because I'm like, I don't know what to say.
Right.
Because for me, I've never lost a child.
Right.
So for me, I can say, okay, I can pick this up and keep going.
Right.
And for them, that's not always the case. So a lot of times, me going on my mission with these events is sometimes I'm not motivated. Like 2 weeks ago, I wanted to quit because it was like number one, it was like I was everywhere trying to get stuff together, and then I wasn't motivated because I'm like it's not going the way I wanted to go.
Right.
Then I had to go back and say, God, okay, let me do a reset. Let me
Right.
let me regroup. Let me get. I just prayed, and again, when you start praying, you let it go. Is I found myself the next day, okay, let me get back up 7 o'clock,
Yeah.
And I have accountability partners.
Yeah.
So it's also good, like you say, your team holding you accountable, not allowing you to be in that space, for so long. It's okay to cry. It's okay for us to go through that moment because sometimes we need that moment to break down. Like a couple weeks ago, I just cried all day. I don't know what I was crying for, but it was just a move that I just needed to cry.
Yeah.
And sometimes that motivate me to okay, now I'm good now.
Right.
So let me bounce back up because it's hard working with a community, like you said, when you want people to help and when they're not there, when it's not always presented what they say they're going to do, that makes you just want to.
Everybody want it, but nobody don't want to jump in and help you. To get it.
Yeah. So that motivates going down. Like okay, now I don't want to do it no more. You know what I'm saying? So it go back to the drawing board. Okay, God, let me pray. Okay, God, what I'm doing. Okay, I need help.
Yeah.
I need this help.
You just said something that's so powerful. Like for the first time, I think this morning, I literally told my team, I need help. I am not okay.
Yeah.
Just those words in itself starts the healing. Because as long as you're not accepting or realizing it, then you just going in the same circle all over again. And you got to be able to say, yo, I need help. I'm not okay. And it's okay that you're not okay. And you need friends and support system that tell you, you know what? It's okay that you're not okay. Come here. Let me carry you for a moment. Let me hold you up in this moment. And that's why it's so important to have those people around. I would even suggest going to church. Like I just told them this morning, it was a point, well, I was in church every single Sunday, not because it was a routine, because that's the person I am. I need it. I cannot not have it. And I stopped going to church. So that's a void, that's a part that's missing that was always there, that was helping me stay motivated, even subconsciously. Even just being in church, not even quote unquote paying attention, it's still feeding some part of you, right? So that's another thing. Pray, go to church. We do have some fan comments. You guys, please do keep the comments coming because this is what it's all about. It's what we do is for you. And I believe that the first comment is coming from Miss Sabrina Bortley. We love and adore you, Miss Bortley, for sure, for sure. It says, take time to reset, step away with a exclamation mark, refuel, and find that taking a step away allows you a quiet moment to think. When I get stuck working on client projects, I step away for a few days and then it all becomes fresh. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think I got to stop telling myself that if you step away, it's going to fall apart. Because if I'm trusting the process, I'm not the key ingredient anyway. The key ingredient is just the obedience. And maybe the obedience is the stepping away. Is the refocusing, is the rechanneling, is the redirecting. Oh God, this whole episode is like giving me so much life. I love God, how he does things. Ebony says, we also think we have to go through things alone. We also think we have to go through things alone when we quote unquote strong people. But we have to reach out and accept the love and support of the people that are for us. Absolutely. I believe God puts people in your lives for your utilization, not the using of. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I say this all the time. Actually, you can use like Nikki. We're good.
Mhm.
Absolutely use me. The problem is when you misuse me.
Right.
Then
Take
we got
advantage.
a problem.
Yeah.
But you can use me
Yeah.
because God gave us to
Mhm.
each other. So that
Yeah.
means we belong to each other.
Yes.
So that means when something belongs to me, I can
Mhm.
use it in
Mhm.
whichever way I
Yes.
choose to do it because
Right.
it belongs to me.
Mhm.
So absolutely use me. It's just that when you misuse
Yeah.
me. And this strong people, oh God, Jesus, Lord have mercy. This strong people stuff, and I get it because I'm one of them.
Mhm.
But if you're not conscious of it, that strong people stuff will come and swallow you up, and you will become paranoid with being the strong person, with always being viewed as the strong person, and then next thing you know, you're not allowing yourself to actually be a human. I was just telling Nikki that we need to have and maybe this is something I may need to help do to push
Come on,
myself
let's do it.
through it. But we need a strong person's event.
Yeah, let's do it.
You know how they say check on your strong
But you know
friends,
what?
Yeah.
The
them the
strong person
ones.
got to do it.
And it has to be coming from a strong person. So only
Yeah.
a strong person will know what to do
Yeah.
in
Got to
that
be a
type of
strong
event.
person.
But I really do think that we need a strong person's empowerment
Yeah.
something because I think so many of us wear so many hats that we
Yeah.
forget to slow down
Yes.
and to treat ourselves as human. So maybe that's something that I don't know if
Just put it out there.
Yeah,
It'll come.
yeah, that needs to
And
happen.
guess what? The right person gonna do it.
Absolutely.
The right person.
Absolutely. We have another comment. Miss Tiffany says, go back to your foundation. Absolutely.
Yes.
Go back to your foundation. My foundation is faith. My foundation is Jesus.
Mhm.
Remove everything and focus on that one constant, his love.
Mhm.
His love is never failing and exactly what you need to get through the storm.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Go back to the foundation.
Yeah.
Go back to the
Our
drawing
reset
board. Go back to the place that made you start. Go back to that favorite song. Go back to that scripture. Go back to that church. Go back to that thing that used to fuel you or that you were gaining your strength from.
Right.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to rewatch this episode. like for real. Like this time it ain't gonna be to critique it. This one's gonna be to actually be ministered to this time. Please comment and share your feedback. How do you find motivation when you feel like it's lost, when it's gone, when you can't find it? Miss Autumn Reddy from ADQM Solution says it's okay to rediscover you. Take a step back. Taking a step back has a negative stigma, but why when you positively create a way to move forward? Believe in you. You will never be lost. Man. Y'all, that's my twin, y'all. Like for real. I'm so happy that I have you in my life and that I get these nuggets on a day-to-day basis.
And that's good to have a good team.
Man, I thank him every time. I don't think it's a time ever that we meet up where I don't say thank y'all. Like, cause it's so much more than the team. It's so much more than friendship. It's so much more than the partnership. Like y'all have like really. I don't even know what I would be doing in my life if I didn't have y'all. Like, business wise, personally. Emotionally, I really don't know. Ebony says, J told I said that to say if you don't hit
What she said?
I love you, girl. She said, if I don't hear from you for too long again,
right,
I will pop up at the house. And look, for those of y'all who know where the house is and who know me like that, absolutely.
Right.
Pop up in on me. Because yesterday, 2 days ago, I wish even though I was in the space where I didn't want to talk to nobody, I also wish somebody would have popped in up on me. Like for real. That would have just been a whole shifting of everything.
The atmosphere would
have and that's the thing with me too. And I guess I've been way too transparent, but I can say it. If I drop off too long, trust I'm going through something. Trust I need somebody, and if I'm not talking to you, 9 times out of 10, I'm not talking to nobody. So just assume that I need you. Right. Okay? Gotcha. All right, Miss Sabrina. Oh, I'm sorry. Miss Gail Hill said, talk to God. There you go. That's that prayer again. Absolutely. Sabrina says, I'm a strong person, alpha female, but as I get older, I have realized that I cannot be strong all the time. Right. Some days we need an ear, not always a mouth, just an ear, because most times most times when we talk, the answer becomes clear.
Yeah.
Most times when we talk, the
it
answer
does.
becomes clear.
It does.
Absolutely. Again, that's that team. That's
Yeah.
who you're surrounded by, who's feeding you,
Yeah.
all that stuff. Mom says again, Miss Hill says, Psalms 25, God, renew my spirit, restore my soul, show me your way, God, teach me your path, and lead me in your path. Oh, this is good. Like, I'm not playing. I got to go back and watch this episode. Because God is you're giving me everything I need, not even knowing that I was waking up to receive everything I need right now. Alrighty, guys. So that really is our show. If we did not say something that you needed us to say, or you wanted to say something that you could not say, please still put it in the comment. Please inbox me, however the case may be. Thank you for everybody. I had somebody who inboxed me and said, "Hey, Jay," and I haven't seen or talked to this person probably in 2-3 years. She said, "Hey, are you okay?" And I said, I'm good.
Right.
I'm good. What up, girl?
Right.
She said, "No, I noticed that you haven't been posting anything, and I was just checking in on you to make sure you were okay." I said, "Well, good God Almighty, people are, they are watching, and they need it apparently, because when you don't speak, they missing something to the point where I got to come and say, hey, what's going on? I'm used to getting something from you, and now I'm not getting it anymore." So shout out to all those people who check in on me and who love me. I love you so much back. If you have a topic of the day that you would want to see us or hear us talk about, please let us know. You can inbox us. You can go to the website jasonthearchitect.com and put in your comment there. We want to thank the one and only, the fabulous Nikki Carswell from Silent Women Speaking Foundation. Nikki, before we get out of here, can you please plug the people one more time on how they can get you and all that kind of good stuff?
Yes. You can reach me on Facebook. I am Herica Nicole Carswell. I do have a Silent Women Speaking page. It is called Silent Women Speaking Foundation, Inc. I'm not too Instagram savvy, so I don't have Instagram, but you can always inbox me, messenger me, anything, and that's how you get in contact with me.
And when
I do have an upcoming event.
Yes, come on. Let's get it.
Okay, so I do have an upcoming event. It is October 16th. It's to honor a couple of moms here who've lost their kids to gun violence and some trauma here. So in the purpose of me doing that, I just want to honor a couple of women from our community. I have 2 or 3 who's coming from different other places, but just to honor them, to let them know that we as a community love them. And we see them, and we know sometimes it's hard for them to push through. Sometimes they're not motivated. So here we are.
I got you. Please be in the building. I might do my own little pop up just to show my face in the place, because I might need what's being said anyway.
Have some good speakers.
If you would like to book the architect to host your event, to do the motivational speaking, to speak in any capacity, please reach out to me, jasonthearchitect.com. I would love to reach out to connect with you and to be at your next upcoming event. And as we get out of here, I want to say thank you to each and every person who commented, who engaged, who listened, who followed, all that kind of good stuff. And I want to remind every person underneath the sound of my voice that please don't forget to celebrate you, even if it's by yourself.
Do you have an outro?
Alrighty, guys. You have just tuned in to another episode of the Mind Your Business with the Architect Show, the live show. We thank you. I pray to God something was said that is going to help you, to motivate you, to push you, to challenge you even. Girl, I thank you for being in the room, for sure. No, you good.
Oh, okay.
You good.
Yes,
this
thank you.
It's really informal, this part.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm telling you, God keep bringing this for a reason.
I know, right? I know, right?
It's something going on.
So catch us here next week, same place, same time,
Yes.
1 o'clock, Facebook Live. We have
Yes.
another great show with another great guest. And we'll see you next time. I want to remind everybody to celebrate yourself, even if it's by yourself.
Come on.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.